broadcasting live at a jam-packed Cleaver Armory in beautiful Portland, Oregon, as Prestige and West Coast Pro proudly present Conquer the World. My name is Jordan Castle, joined in the booth by the incomparable influencer himself, the Z-Man, Brian Zane.
You know something, Jordan? I got a chill when I walked into this building tonight, because this building is where I had one of my very first matches. It's great to be back here.
Alpha Zoe's first time here in the Cleaver Armory. We've seen him as a part of Roseland 9 in the historic Roseland Theater, the Hawthorne Theater not too long ago, but competing here on the Cleaver for the very first time. And Brian, as you can see, this truly emblematic of our partnership with West Coast Pro. Alpha Zoe, in so many ways, a pillar, a tent pole of that organization.
Absolutely. He looks a lot more confident in his Cleaver debut than I certainly did back in, 2006?
I feel like that's not saying much. And it's not hard to be confident with this type of ovation from the Prestige and West Coast Pro faithful. And it's not hard to be a fan favorite against, well, his opponent here tonight.
Yeah, well, you said the fans love him here. He hasn't been here that many times, but the Rose City fans love some Alpha Zoe. This young man, on the other hand, though, not so much. Jordan, Evan Rivers looks like something fresh off the Las Vegas Strip with that outfit there, the lights and the reflective material there. And speaking of Las Vegas, let's talk about the impact Evan Rivers had when we were in Las Vegas for Nothing to Lose, that 8-man tag team match.
That's right, joining forces to form the Commonwealth, picking up his first victory here in Prestige Wrestling. We've seen a lot of Evan Rivers over the course of the last year, of course, in this very building as a part of the Cascadia Wrestling Cup, but hoping to parlay that Vegas momentum into singles competition here tonight in our opening contest.
I mean, if he puts as much effort into his in-ring ability as he did into his entrance attire, we could have a future star in our hands here.
Now the chant of Evan, you know what? I'm not sure if it's quite Alan A-hole levels, but it does roll off the tongue. And certainly the chants of Alpha Zoe do the same.
I can't make out any of it. The acoustics are too echoey here.
The bell sounds and we are underway to deceptively agile big men in Evan Rivers and Alpha Zoe.
That's right. One thing you might not really notice if you're just watching on television is really, yes, the deceptive size. Evan Rivers is a tall drink of water, for sure, and Zoe, he gives up a few inches, but he's still a large individual, a very strong individual.
Yes. Alpha Zoe looking to employ that God Fist Lariat, a signature of his, as well as the Made in Oakland. Evan Rivers, likewise, much more of a high flyer, likes to employ the ultraviolet moonsault. As you said, Brian Zane has that supernova, the pump handle maneuver in his arsenal. You gotta think Evan Rivers with so much more to gain here, but Alpha Zoe so much more to lose. This a joint effort with West Coast Pro and does not want to lose to Evan Rivers while representing the coast here tonight, Zane.
Oh, hey. Absolutely. I mean, the eyes of the world in wrestling are kind of on us right now between Prestige Wrestling, West Coast Pro, and of course our friends at DPW. A lot of things are moving and shaking here in the world of professional wrestling.
Well, Evan Rivers moving and shaking, flinching there, courtesy of Alpha Zoe, who gave him a free shot. And Zane,
Oh, I flinched on that one.
Rivers more than happy to take advantage, but he might be paying for it here. Goozle in the corner from Zoe. Got to be careful he doesn't get himself disqualified here.
You said it.
Oh, come on! A flagrant shot to the eyes. That is cause for disqualification, but referee Fidel didn't see it.
As I was alluding to here, with this tri-company relationship we have, every win and every loss counts, whether it's for Prestige, West Coast, you name it. And right now, it's going to be a race to the top for these two men.
Alpha Zoe taking Rivers off his feet, and I don't think he's done.
Ooh.
PK to the back, chop to the chest, off the rope. Zoe. Oh, big knee to the mush. Turnabout fair play for Alpha Zoe.
What I like about Zoe, he's got no wasted motion. Everything he does is with purpose here.
And a kick out from Rivers. You mentioned that three-headed monster, Brian Zane. We will be joining forces with West Coast Pro and DPW on June 1st. Our return to the Vermont Hollywood when we present United. Already confirmed. DPW Women's Champion Danny Luna, DPW World's Champion. Oh, come on, again!
Now.
Again, the underhanded tactics from Evan Rivers biting the forehead of Alpha Zoe.
Well, boy, the referee, Fidel, like you said, he's letting a lot of this go in the early going.
Again, trying to play it fast and loose is Fidel. Knows how important this opportunity is for both of these men, how important this match is to set the pace for the evening. Talking about underhanded tactics, DPW World's Champion Adam Priest will be in action June 1st. West Coast Pro Tag Team Champions Cowboy Way, and of course that big main event, Cedric Alexander versus Trevor Lee. What a night that's set to be.
You said it. Look at this. Beautiful head scissor takedown by Rivers.
Momentum brought Zoe back up to his feet, shoots him against the ropes, but Rivers lands on the apron. There's that deceptive agility here. Ducks the shot, one to the midsection of Zoe. Now Rivers perhaps thinking sunset flip.
Here we go. No, rolling over him. No!
Backbreaker!
Broke his back with his knee like so. Following it up is Alpha Zoe.
Bone suplex and a kip up. Power, athleticism, and intensity in spades. Cover here.
Oh, here we go. See what he's doing here, he's taking too long. I think he's very proud of himself when he throws a big suplex or something like that. But he's got to turn around and turn that into a cover.
You also have to think Alpha Zoe feeling the effect of that onslaught from Evan Rivers. He might be in control right now, Zane, but it's not as if the residual effects of that offense from Evan Rivers just goes away immediately.
Now, everything you do in wrestling, every offensive move, you take a little bit away from yourself as well. And Zoe's got to recognize that.
So asking the people for one more. Evan Rivers takes the momentary distraction. That's what I love about Evan Rivers.
Oh.
There's not much. He's not an easy guy to like, but give him an inch, he will take a mile. This case in point here, control of Zoe, up in the air.
Beautiful
down,
takedown.
yeah.
Here we go, he's gonna follow it up with a little stomping action. Ah!
Stomping the arm of Alpha Zoe, twisting it in ways it is just not meant to go.
Boy, that hurt to watch, Jordan, and Rivers is not done. And he's gonna take advantage of what so far has been, in my opinion, some lax officiating by Fidel Martinez.
Perhaps that's why Evan Rivers is in control thus far. Let me ask you, Brian Zane. Evan Rivers, as you mentioned, successful in Las Vegas in that 8-person tag team match. Nasty shot to Zoe here, into the cover.
See, he's not wasting time. Boy, I thought that could have been it.
Has not had that same success in singles competition. What do you think he has to do here tonight against Alpha Zoe to change his fortunes?
He has to do better than the other guy. That's typically the secret to success here. And he's got to take advantage of those mistakes. And that's what he's been doing so far. Look at this. He's twisting in about 8 different ways.
He has clearly found a target in the form of the arms of Alpha Zoe. As I mentioned, Brian Zane, Zoe loves to employ that Godfist lariat. How difficult is that to do when your digits are twisted like so?
I mean,
Fish hooking the mouth now.
look at that. He's kind of hiding it with his dreads, too. It's pretty clever.
Crowd rallying behind Alpha Zoe here.
Rivers is really toying with Zoe at this point.
Uh-oh, crucifix! Looking to steal it. No. So clever from Rivers, grabbing that caught hammer and anvil elbow into a crucifix pin. Now dropping Zoe, hooking the leg once again.
Could be it.
No, still not enough.
Yeah, boy, I thought that Zoe had him kind of scouted, catching that elbow, but then he turned it around on him. That was a brilliant crucifix counter.
I'll ask you the same question, Z-Man. What does Evan Rivers have to do to win? What does Alpha Zoe have to do to get back in this thing here?
Well, if he can shake out the cobwebs and get some feeling back in his hand, because that is a very powerful tool at his disposal. If he can get back in there, he's got a chance.
Evan Rivers gave him the opening, and Zoe's gonna take it.
Wow.
Huge knee strike, and Evan Rivers on Dream Street.
Boy, Zoe just shot out of the corner like a cannon with the impact of that flying knee, and that's gonna give him some breathing room here.
Kipping up once again, Alpha Zoe on fire. The arms might be neutralized, Zane, but you gotta think he's looking for that God Fist.
Oh, almost went for it there.
Repeated chops to the chest, trying to soften Rivers up a little more here, but Rivers,
You can see here he's really
caught with a flurry.
treating that left arm pretty gingerly. Ow! Right now it's not slowing him down though.
Spikes him on his neck. If you're Alpha Zoe with those arms as neutralized as they are, you gotta finish this one as quickly as possible.
That's right, the longer this match goes, the worse it's gonna be for him. He's gonna end it right here.
And he might do it. Not if Rivers has anything to say about it. Lands on his feet. Ducks under.
Here we go, that supernova.
No, Alpha Zoe saw it coming. Elbow to the mush. Super kick to the face.
Here we go.
Fireman's carry once again from Zoe.
Broke him.
DVD to the knee. Hook of the leg. No, not enough.
Wow, give credit to Rivers because a normal individual would have been wiped out by that.
Evan Rivers is no normal individual. Say what you will about his attitude. He's a hell of an athlete. Got a hell of a gas tank.
Oh, wow. That could have been disastrous.
Shoulders down
for
here.
Rivers. He's got it.
No! Putting that gas tank to good use here, perhaps finding a second wind of his own, and now thinking pile driver. No, power bomb!
Oh, he just stacked him. Look at this combination.
Rivers gonna win this here, Zane.
Oh, he's got it brutalized. This has got to be it.
No!
Man.
It's that survival of Alpha Zoe. He gleaned it over during his time in the land of the rising sun, training with Marvelous, training and competing for Pro Wrestling Noah. But Evan Rivers looking to put an exclamation mark in the form of the ultraviolet moonsault, but no water in the pool, Zane.
He caught it.
Oh, thumb to the eye. Hey, an eye for an eye, Brian Zane. And a God Fist lariat for Evan Rivers.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Made in Oakland.
Good night. What a way to kick things off here, conquer the world. Alpha Zoe making an emphatic statement here with his return to Portland. These fans here at Prestige love it, Jordan.
Hard-fought battle here tonight from Alpha Zoe. Ultimately, had to give Evan Rivers a little taste of his own medicine. Said, any eye you can poke, I can poke better. And for Alpha Zoe, kicking us off with a big win. Brian Zane, what a card we have in store, my friend.
Oh my God, we've got enough action here to choke a camel, as they say. And what I'm really looking forward to, Jordan, is the inevitability of Sinner and Saint finally getting what's coming to them after the indignity of turning their backs on Alan Angels. Now that he's got his new business associate in Jordan Cruz, I think it's going to be a harsh reality for the former tag champs.
You gave me a break with this devil's advocate crap. Alan Angels runs Prestige Wrestling because of Judas Icarus and Travis Williams. Sinner and Saint, frankly, are the reason why Alan Angels is this organization's world champion. Tonight, they have an opportunity to prove that they were the key to success all along here in our main event.
And what about them if